Howdy folks, my name is Saoirse and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator. So for today's scenario, we are in wonderful, gorgeous Daytona Beach, Florida. A very dear friend of mine, a rad, amazing, awesome, badass person, has just recently gotten into aviation and decided they wanted to pursue their pilot's license. And what better way to do that than in this venerable workhorse right here, the Cessna 152. After much wheeling and dealing and haggling and goings back and forth, they managed to secure the purchase of this gently used example here. And we're going to be flying it from its current home in Daytona Beach down to their local airport in Titusville, where they will begin the grind that is getting their pilot's license. So without further ado, it's a gorgeous day for flying. Let's get to it. I'll see you guys inside. Here we are. Welcome aboard. So as you can see with this particular example, it is a bit of an older model here, so it's going to be a little bit more fun this time. We are going to be hand flying this thing all the way down there. It should be about half an hour-ish or so from where we are. The winds aren't really in our favor. They're out of the south today, but they shouldn't be too bad. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get this thing pre-flighted and get this thing on the way. So give me just a few minutes and we'll go ahead and run through the pre-flight checklist. So the pre-flight checklist for this airplane is very, very simple because it is indeed a very simple airplane. The first thing we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and click this so we can get a good view of our instrument panel here. All of our required documents are on board. The aero list is complete. The control wheel lock is gone. Obviously, we just took it away. Our ignition switch is currently off. We're going to go ahead and flip on our masters. Give our fuel quantity a quick check. We've got plenty of fuel for the trip down there. We're going to go ahead and lower the flaps so we can inspect them when we do our walk around. Take a look down here. Fuel shutoff valve is off. Turn that on so it's set and ready to go. And once we've got that on, masters off, and let's take a step outside and do a quick walk around. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and move on to the starting checklist here. Starting checklist in this airplane is very, very easy. We are going to be just going to turn the master switches on. Mixture is full rich. Verify that our fuel selector is on, and it is. Parking brake is currently set. We're going to crack that throttle just about a half inch or so. Looking good. We're clear on both sides. So we should be good to start. Get this key in hand. Clear prop. Looks like she started okay. Take a look at our oil pressure. Oil pressure looks good. Oil temp looks good. RPM is okay, so we are all set. Start it up. We're going to pull the flaps up. Flip this over to altitude reporting. We've already got our radio set for the tower here. So we are ready to go. Let's get out of here. Alright, so we got the weather for this departure out of here. We're at Ormond Beach, which is just north of Daytona Beach. Ceilings are a little bit low today, which is a bit weird because it's like we're not too cloudy, but we won't be getting that high anyway. Probably about 3,500 feet, thereabouts or so. Let's go ahead and reach out to ground. Get out of here. We are underway. There's runway 27, gonna go and cross over right here. Keep on going all the way around to 17. As we finish taxiing over here to runway 17, I do want to welcome everybody back from a wonderful Christmas. I certainly hope that you guys had a fantastic holiday and got everything that you were hoping for Christmas. I was not so terribly lucky. I didn't really get much for Christmas this year, but that's kind of the perils of being an adult, I guess. I got a chance to see family and visit home for a little while, so it wasn't too bad for me. But I hope for you guys it was okay. Hopefully the new year coming up is going to be good too. Not much time left. 2021 wasn't very good, I don't think. But 2022 should be better. I have the confidence, at least. I'm probably going to be wrong, but we'll see. All we can do is hope, right? All right, here is runway 17. Okay, before we call the tower, let's go and do a quick run up. Let me get my checklist up for that. Parking brake is currently set. Cabin doors are closed and latched. Flight controls, let's go and do a quick check of the flight controls. Looks good on the right, on the left, all over my shoulder. Elevator looks good. Rudder looks good. Controls are free and correct. Our flight engines are set. Altimeter is set. We are in good shape. We are full rich. We get my elevator trim set for takeoff. About there. Should be good. Alright, holding the brakes. We're going to come to 79 RPM. Magnetos, left first. Good. Right. Had a good drop on both. Back to both. Carb heat's coming on. Looking good. Pull the throttle all the way out to idle. Once it's idle, we're going to go ahead and carb heat back on. Make sure it stays running. Looks like it will. So we are all set and ready to go. So once we depart out of here, as you can see here, we do have the VOR radios installed here, which we actually won't be using because we're just a straight shot for us. I've got the plan in front of me here. We're basically going to take off out of here. We are going to be flying. Looks like a 165-ish. With the weather, with the wind the way it is, probably about a 160 at the least. And just kind of work our way down there. So we're going to go ahead and take care of that, do it that way. We're all set. Everything looks good. We are altitude reporting on our transponder. So we're all set. Let's go and give tower a call and get out of here. Check, make sure my lights are in good shape. I realize now I forgot to turn my rotating beacon on. That's a huge no-no. Don't forget to do that. Strobe light's gonna go ahead and come on. Lights are looking good. Lights, camera, action. We should be ready to go. Brakes off. There's 40. 60, we're gonna go rotate. Whoa. Well, she jumped, didn't she? We'll climb on out. Sorry about that, my flight stick's a little bit fiddly.
Cessna 2 Sierra Foxtrot, continue for south departure.
Get that call real quick.
Avid Beach Tower, Cessna November 412 Sierra Foxtrot, continue for south departure.
Get the nose up just a little bit and climb out about 72-ish. She's trimmed out, looking good so far. We are on our correct course. So we are on our way. Frequency change approved.
Avid Beach Tower, Cessna November 412 Sierra Foxtrot, frequency change.
So we're going to go and get in touch with Daytona approach. We want the Class C transition over Daytona Beach.
412 Sierra Foxtrot, type Cessna 152 3 miles west of Foxtrot, 152,200 feet. Request clearance to transition, Charlie airspace.
All right. Done and done. We are on the way. We'll take this thing up to about, I'm going to say 3,500 feet or so. And just keep the ocean on our left. Keep on keeping on. All right, we're up here at 3,500 feet. We're going to go ahead and get this thing trimmed out to fly hands off. Just some fine adjustments, fine movements with the trim wheel there. We should be pretty good in just a moment. Still climbing. Goes down just a bit. Looking good. Flying over Daytona Beach now. So we are on the way. Pull the power back just a little for cruise. About 23-ish. Yeah, about 23 or so. Right, not in a hurry. Got all day. Well, as I said right before takeoff, welcome back from the holidays. I figured the best way to get back into the swing of this would be with one of my favorite games, and so here we are. I want to do something just a little bit different than what I've been doing, which, I mean, obviously I've been doing the Bug Smasher bit, but it's kind of been some high-performance stuff, or it's been, you know, tours or something like that, so I wanted to do something a little bit more engaging. Give me a chance to actually fly the airplane for once and navigate myself, do the whole VFR bit on camera in front of all of you lovely people so you can critique my flying, which I know some of you probably will. Figured definitely a very good day for flying. We're using live weather right now, so the weather that we're seeing out there at the moment is what is actually going on out there. Nice day today indeed. We are certainly still on course. A little bit lower than what I wanted, but we're not too bad. Instruments still look good, everything still looks fine, so we keep on keeping on. It's going to be Edgewater down there. We are currently flying over EVB, so we're a little bit to the east of our intended course, but it's not too bad. We're about, according to this, 3 miles-ish or so to the east of the course we want, so we're just going to adjust the shade over to the right, keep plugging away. So far looking pretty good. That's Edgewater down there. I don't know anybody in Edgewater, but it's a decent place, I think. You have to let me know if I'm right. So we should be passing over the airport X50 pretty soon. That's the Massey Ranch Air Park just south of Edgewater. A bunch of skydiving going on out there, which doesn't surprise me with the ocean right out there. Have to keep an eye out for skydivers who might be above us. A day like today, they probably will be. It's so gorgeous out. Just gotta keep our eyes open. So, yes indeed, we are just now passing over X50 down there and to our destination, which is just north of Titusville. We are going to the Arthur Dunn Air Park, just north of Titusville, where we're going to be taking this thing to about another, 20 minutes or so at the most. We'll be there, so making pretty good time so far in this old rust bucket. Gotta be nice to it, though. Gotta be nice to it. It's still a good airplane. It's just old. So it's been a pretty interesting end of the year for me, just in terms of things that have happened and things that are going on and all that fun stuff. I didn't expect the YouTube thing to take off, and it really kind of hasn't, but these things take time. It's a very slow process. It's slow going, and that's simply the nature of what it has to be with channels that start out without any real anything. I'm just happy to be here and having a great time doing it, so I can't complain too much. But I'm still kind of finding my feet, working on what's best for me and what I like doing, and it's difficult to get into it when you've got a bunch of folks who do the same stuff, and what new things do you bring to the table? It's hard to really say in my case. As I've said repeatedly, I enjoy sharing my passion with you guys, and so that's why we're here. I certainly enjoy it a lot. I love the creation process. It's always a lot of fun for me. So we'll keep sticking with it as we have been. But I'm happy you're here. I really am. Got a grass strip down there, another airfield right there, just behind the wing strut there. I think that one is to get my. I think it's the Tully RV Air Park. Yeah, we're not close enough. We're not close enough to, or we're close enough to the water there to do that. So, little private airfield down the little grass strip. We'll leave them to their devices, and we'll keep plugging away towards where we're going. So we're coming up on a very defining feature of our particular flight, and that's that body of water right there just off to the left. Now, according to my sectional chart, that is... It says it's the Indian River. So somebody who actually lives down in the area but should probably tell me if I'm actually correct in that notion or not, but... the Indian River, we're going to stay on this side of that, of the waterway there, and the airport we're looking for is going to be, let's see here, 11 or so miles from the end of the river, so we are definitely getting very close. So we'll start making our plan for getting down there here in just a few more minutes. We'll take her on in. We just heard from Daytona Approach that we are no longer in their airspace. So we'll be flipping over to the Arthur Dunn Air Park CTAF frequency here in just AWOS frequency here in just a minute to get the weather out there. See what runway they're going to be using. Actually, I could probably go and do it now. 119.725. Is AWOS running today? I guess they don't have a model in the game. I can go up here and do it this way. No, they don't have the AWOS model in the game. Okay, let me see if I can get a live weather out there right now. Looks like according to ForeFlight, they don't have any reporting on the weather. We took off at a 1.7, so we're going to use probably 1.5. Now, Arthur Dunn has ultralight activity, a lot of it, so they've got a grass runway as well. So we want to try to avoid using the grass runway with this one. They intersect at some point according to this here, so we're looking at runway 1.5, so basically a straight-in approach for this one here. So we'll start going and taking her on down. Pattern altitude out there is about 1,000 feet-ish. Yeah, about 1,000 feet. So we'll take her down here in just a few minutes and get ready to take her on in. see. I should be able to see it from up here. I believe it's right before the intersection of the road, so it should be over here somewhere. Right up off the nose. So we're getting pretty close. I'm gonna go and make a quick position report for the folks who may be in the pattern. Let them know where we are and start getting our descent.
X21 traffic Cessna November 412 Sierra Foxtrot, 6 miles north, 3,100 feet, inbound to land runway 15.
6 miles to the north, so we'll go and get this thing on down to pattern altitude. Get ready to get it on in there. See if I can zoom in real quick and see if I can see where it is. Up, straight ahead. Straight ahead. All right. Let's go ahead and get this thing down to where we want it. Take her on in. Yep, there it is right there. That's the one. So we are on a, looks like a long extended base leg. So let's keep her about 1,500 feet or so, should be all we need. A little more power, keep the nose up. Speed looks okay. Rate of descent looks good. Yep, there it is. Alright, let's go get this thing set up. Bring the power on back. Keep that nose up. I want to start slowing down. 1 degree of flaps. We're going to go ahead and pull our carbide out. Good so far. Looking for about 65-ish. A little more power. Sit up in my seat a bit so I can see. Arthur Dunn traffic, Cessna 2 Sierra Foxtrot is final runway 15. Arthur Dunn. Pull that power back just a little more. We're a little bit fast, a little high too. Not too bad. 1 more degree of flaps. And with the airport made, we're going to go full flaps. A little bit more power. A little slow, but not too bad. Pitch for airspeed. A little high according to the Poppy, but the Poppy is wrong. Yeah, we're doing good. 60 knots right on the nose. Plenty of room. Easy does it. Could not have asked for a better landing. Short runway here, so we'll turn off right here. There, here's part of the grass runway. So we'll cut across this right here. Take it over where those other folks are parked to the tie-down area that my friend has acquired. Pull them flaps up since we're clear of the runway. Alright, parking brake is set. Let's go ahead and get this thing shut down. Let me flip over to my shutdown checklist. Alright, this is an easy one. Radios, everything is off. Transponder is off. Mixture idle cutoff. Easy peasy. Ignition off. Master switch off. Control lock is back on. Welcome to Titusville. Well, folks, thank you so much for joining me on today's flight down here to Titusville from Daytona Beach. I do wish that the scenario itself was real and that I was getting a friend of mine into aviation, but sometimes it doesn't work out that way, so we have a little bit of fun. I like the notion of having to hand fly the airplane all the way, because these old birds don't have an autopilot the way that we know them, at least. So that was a bit of a challenge, I should say, at least as far as the sim's concerned. But I'll do that in real life all day long. But that will do it, I think, for today's episode. Thank you so much once again for joining me. I will be doing more of the flight sim bit going forward, and trying to think of some interesting and different scenarios to try as we do. But as far as we are concerned here, we are all done. Again, welcome to Titusville. Hopefully your new year is going to go great. Hopefully your holiday went great. All I can do is wish you guys the best. Hopefully it's going to be a great year. And I'll send you as much good vibes as I possibly can spare. But that'll do it for me today. As always, my name is Saoirse the Vixen. You be sure you keep the rubber side down.